Now I know what you're thinking right now. Andrew, what the hell is going on in the market? Should I buy? Should I sell? Should I be looking at meme coins? What's an ordinal? What's an interesting Satoshi? What's a rare Satoshi? What's an uncommon Satoshi? Why do any of those things matter? And why is it so lame when everyone else tries to describe them to me? And much more. Don't worry, I got you. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, and let's take a look at the market and let's use our brains for a minute. All right, so if we take a look at the top 100 coins on CoinMarketCap, we're going to be able to see some interesting things going on in the market. If we take a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin hit the highest it's hit since 2022, which is extremely bullish. I do believe that the safest play in crypto right now is to just buy some Bitcoin, hold it until 50 or 60K or whatever it gets to, take out your initial investment, and then maybe gamble the rest on some altcoins. As we have seen and as history has shown, Bitcoin has to rally in order for the altcoins to run. But what's been very interesting is that the altcoins have been rallying with Bitcoin. However, typically we have seen that ETH does typically pump more, but Bitcoin has pumped another 5% more. So it's very interesting to see that. The rest of the shit coins in the top 20, not very bullish on. Who even owns Litecoin? Who's even working on Litecoin these days? Who the hell knows? If you like crypto gaming, maybe you buy some Avalanche, hold on to that. If you're into the privacy coins, maybe you buy some good old Monero and hold on to that. But everything else in the top 50 pretty much sucks. If you are bullish on regulation coming to the market, you might want to invest in something like Quant. But from what I can tell, the SEC can't really do shit with crypto right now. So who really knows what's going to happen there? ApeCoin hit an all-time low. It went under $2. So that was a great buying opportunity. If you got in under $2, you are making some profit right now. Love to see that. You guys coming out with some interesting things this month and next month. So where ApeCoin goes next, who really knows? But if you are bullish on NFTs and Web3, you might want to hold on to some ApeCoin to see what happens with Yuga Labs. Everything else in the top 100 pretty much sucks. Pepe is up 100%. So congratulations to the Pepe holders. If you truly believe that meme coin season is not over yet and that Pepe is a superior meme, I would recommend honestly holding on to some Pepe, because Dogecoin, 9 billion market cap, we've definitely seen Dogecoin run a lot higher than that. And I do believe Pepe has the potential to flip Dogecoin very easily. The community rallying behind it is super good. Everyone's vibing on crypto Twitter. And yeah, we love to see it. We love Pepe. Everything else is a shit coin, so why not invest in some Pepe? All right, now if we take a look at NFTs, we are probably down bad if you bought one in the last 6 months, but that's okay. You know, Zuki has a Las Vegas event coming up this weekend. Hopefully they do something pretty cool and the team has something interesting in their back pocket that they're going to whip out, and it's going to pump all our bags. We'll just have to wait and find out. But if you bought a Yuga asset in the last 6 months, you are probably down bad. Unfortunately, once Gordon Goner, one of the founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club of Yuga Labs, stepped away because he is unfortunately facing some health issues. So get well soon, Gordon Goner. But once he stepped away, things over there just don't seem to be quite the same, unfortunate. Communication definitely at Yuga could be a little bit better on what next steps are. Still not clear exactly when Heavy Metal is supposed to launch this game. And yeah, ultimately, we're really hoping that Yuga can kind of come out from this kind of downturn that they're experiencing. But all is good. Community is still vibing. Now, if we look at everything else, Moonbirds, terrible, absolutely terrible. Doodles, terrible, all-time low from what it looks like. Probably is going to go under 1 ETH unless the team can actually do something. But remember, the founder stated that they are not an NFT project, whatever that means. We take a look at everything else, not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. You know, we still have Pixelmon in the top 20, and that's how you know things are looking pretty bad. But however, I mean, if we take a look at Memeland, though, the potatoes, that might be an interesting play. They're coming out with their meme coin, and as we saw, meme coins are still pumping. That could potentially be a big hit. We'll just have to wait and see. Everything else, though, pretty trash. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Let's talk about Bitcoin ordinals. Now, if you aren't paying attention to Bitcoin ordinals, you need to start taking a look at it, because Bitcoin ordinals is where the party is popping right now. It's where the big brains in the space are building, and ultimately I do see Bitcoin ordinal volume flipping ETH volume very soon, especially with the way that Bitcoin is trending. And why I'm so extremely bullish on Bitcoin ordinals is because a lot of these projects, these collections are inscribed on interesting satoshis. Now, what's an interesting satoshi? Well, there are definitely many different types. These are what are called, I guess, rare. You have rare and uncommons. An uncommon is the first set of a block. There's only 6.9 million of those. Those end in all zeros. One Bitcoin is 100 million satoshis, and every 99.9% of them are valueless and are commons. And then you've got rares, which are very, very expensive if you buy them OTC at the moment, because there's only 3,437 of them, and they are the first sat of the first block in a new difficulty epoch. So extremely rare to come by those. I know a guy that just bought one for $250,000. So you might want to be checking your Bitcoin to see if you're carrying any of these sats. Uncommons right now, OTC, are going between $400 to $600, depending what year you can get them from. Commons are pretty much going to zero. I'm yet to see anyone with an epic, legendary, or mythic, and I assume that those would go for multi-millions of dollars. Now, I bet you're asking yourself though right now, like, okay, why are these sats valuable? Because one sat's only about 19 cents. And that's because if you think about it, like when I was a kid, maybe you did this when you were a kid, I collected coins. I collected old pennies. I collected old Eisenhower dollars, and I put them in a book. And it's the same exact thing here. Coin collecting is a $14 billion industry. And ultimately, the OGs in Bitcoin want to get everything related to Satoshi Nakamoto, especially the whales. And that's why a lot of people are getting these called Block 9 Satoshis, which are the first ones that are the only ones in circulation that are as close to Satoshi as you can get. Everything before Block 9 is supposedly in a wallet that will never, ever be opened unless Satoshi, is alive and has the keys somewhere in the world, which no one really knows. Then you got a couple other different satoshis. You got the pizza sats, which are they're very actually easy to find, and those are the sats from the 10,000 bitcoins used to purchase the Papa John pizza. Famous story, back in 2010. You've also got palindromes, which are interesting. A lot of people are inscribing really cool butterfly art on palindromes, and those are just sats that read the same frontwards and backwards. They can be either the names or they can be the numbers. And then you've got, of course, the vintage, which are sats mined in the first 1,000 blocks. And then also you've got the block 9s, as I just mentioned. Then you also have block 78s, which are from the transaction that Satoshi sent to Hal Finney, and that was supposed to be the first transaction that was sent by someone other than Satoshi Nakamoto to receive Bitcoin. So it's history. It's crypto history, and people are using these Satoshis to do really cool things. They're minting them. They're building collections around them. Like if we take a look at this Oblivion collection from Nolish. I know Nolish is a very popular sat hunter at the moment, and he's got a lot of collections, and a lot of them are inscribed on interesting and rare Satoshis. So ultimately, like, if you're bullish on what these sats will be valued in the future, still super early on them. Right now, I would not recommend that you try and go out and find Satoshis and go buy them OTC just by someone in Discord. You're probably going to get ripped off because there's no really fair marketplace at the moment. So unless you are really trying to inscribe something and trying to build a collection and kind of be first to this, then I would recommend just waiting a few more months to see exactly what the sats are actually worth. Because right now they're valued quite high. Like I know block 9s are between like $200 to $300. Pizza sats are going for like 50 cents to $1, depending on who you talk to. And ultimately, it's just probably better to wait and play the safe game instead of potentially getting rugged by someone in a server. Now, if you are holding some Bitcoin and you want to check if you have any interesting sats in your wallet, all you need to do is go to satting.io, which is a great little platform here, and basically just get your Bitcoin wallet. So let's say that you've got, Noonisat wallet. You can just take this, you can just paste it, and boom, it'll tell you if you have block 78, block 9, vintage, pizza, palindromes. and then anything in the first 10 Bitcoins. So, and then it'll tell you if you have any uncommons, rares, or any of the other exotic Satoshis. So that's what's going on right now in the Bitcoin ordinal world. There's definitely a community of people there that, are building cool things. And ultimately, what I'm looking for when I'm looking at these Bitcoin ordinals every day is who's going to be the next CyberKongs, who's going to be the next Kaiju Kings, who's gonna create the next Yuga Labs. I just don't see that happening on ETH. I only see that really happening on Bitcoin ordinals. So recommend that you don't fade it. You pay attention to it. Make sure you're early to trends, because you never want to be buying late. You don't want to be the guy that's buying aboard a yacht club at 100 ETH. You want to be the guy that buys it at 0.1 ETH. Okay, so. And if you guys want to buy some Bitcoin ordinals, but you're not sure what wallet to use, would highly recommend you download the Unisat wallet. It's 100% open source. Love to see it. It's just like using MetaMask, and so far I've been using it and I've had little to no issue. And that's going to conduct my market update video for June 22nd, 2023. If you guys want to learn more about Bitcoin ordinals, if you want to see how you guys can inscribe your own Bitcoin ordinals and start your own collections and all that fun stuff, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Some new videos will be coming out very, very soon. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay safe out there. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Use your brains and make sure that you buy low, sell high. I'll catch you in the next one.